Ben & Jerry's Jet, test of Gorilla Glue. Me just screwing around on Thanksgiving Eve. Whatever you want to call it. Let's zoom in a little more. What not to do with methanol. Cut. Little residue around the opening. Not the best thing for making this work. Using the viewfinder sideways. Paper pulse jet. Didn't run long, but it ran. A blistering around the mouth there. Oh. Paper overheated, blistered. Much cooling later. Alright, no more cooling. Gorilla Glue test number 2. Little fuel in there. Don't know if I need to add more. Probably not. Now, yeah, that's a flexible bottom on there. Don't really think I want to add more fuel. Imagine that. It runs. Got quite warm, too. It's not going to sustain because everything's just going to heat up too fast. Because I can. This has the short tail version of this. I think it's about, what, almost 16 or 20 inches. Not terribly long. I could throw a tape measure on it, but I don't have one handy. Anyway, this particular can wasn't performing. This is, see there, the way the can that the lid originally went on. Note the two ports. And I finally noticed there's dry glue at the bottom, and maybe that was keeping the bottom from vibrating or something. Maybe that affects fuel vaporization. So I scraped it clean, gave it some methanol, pretty sharp little buzz. Interesting how it sort of ramps up, huh? I think it's starving out. Cause a matchstick fire if I keep this up. Anyway, this was the initial sort of run that got my attention for these little guys. Brief but violent. And after some experimentation and trial and error, let's see if I still have it. Cut. So let's cool and dampen it somewhat. Vibration damping, I mean. You ever notice how people are so literal these days? Silly little can. Doesn't seem to make much difference, does it? A little longer. Yeah. So, let's add a little more water. Note to self, cut camera between water gatherings. Yeah. That should dampen its spirits. Ugh. Great. Something just went flying. Well, we're kind of reaching the limit of this pan. Where am I on the camera? There I am. I call this one stupid device. Countersunk holes. 0.290-ish. Eye drill. It's 190. Anyway, it's an eye drill. I'll look it up on a chart. Short tailpipe. I mean, silly little thing. It doesn't really latch. But I wanted to give it a try. A little cooling while I had the pan filled, since I haven't done that ever before. Get these other wannabe jets out of the way so we don't get any cross ignition. There's nothing like having 5 or 6 cans go off at once in an unplanned fashion. Alright. The significance of this is that I'm actually doing it. And that's not very significant. makes quite a cloud of monoxide-ish gas. And as you can see, it just sort of sputters along. Okay, obvious question. What about with a longer tailpipe? Let's give that a shot, huh? Still warm. Probably too warm. Not a big deal, huh? Standing in water. Not that I expect a different result, but because I haven't done it. Alright. A bit more watertight this time, I hope. Refueled, recooled, whatever else. That was not spectacular. Yeah. I don't know if it's usable thrust, but it's definitely thrust. Amazing what you can get out of about a thimbleful of fuel, huh? How to dry a can real fast. Alright, before I pump the water out of the old pond, because it rained, and get rid of a lot of mosquito wigglers, therefore mosquitoes, thought I'd have a little fun. was underwhelming. If you want to do it right, get monster and a bunch of matches all over the place. Let's try that again. Hope it's in frame. Don't know if it's in frame. You know, in a bigger body of water, that would have been a lot of fun. Boy. That one works. It really works. If it fails, well, then it does that.